is Greek architecture, and how has it made its effects on modern-day architecture today? So, what is the Greek impact, you may ask? Well, many different cultures and religions have borrowed from the Greeks, such as the Romans and the Mediterraneans, for example. The Greeks are also known for their creations of philosophies, mathematics, astronomy, and medicine. Now, let's take a deeper look into the origins of the Greek architecture. First, there were two types of architecture ages, the pre-Hellenic age and the Hellenic age. First, let's talk about the pre-Hellenic age. During this time, stone constructions, stairwells, porticios, which are like modern-day porches, and small rooms have been found. In about 1500 BC, the Mycenaeans were in war with the Crete, which caused the Mycenaeans to move to a safer place. This explains the fortification walls that were found in ruins, otherwise known as megorons, which would soon become the prototypes for Greek architecture. Next comes the Hellenic age. I would say this is a real blueprint of Greek architecture and modern-day architecture as well. During this time, temples, acropolises, and agorae were constructed. Elements like wood, unbaked bricks, limestone, and marble were all essential during this time. The Greeks were actually the first to use and popularize using marble for building and structures. Let's talk about the most important structures in Greek architecture. Columns. There were 3 prototypes in total. First, we will talk about the Doric style. This is the wood prototype, which was the bulkiest and had a flat shaft which bulges and tapers towards the top. Next comes the Ionic style. This column was built with a slender and taller appearance to seem more graceful when placed upon temples. It also stands on a triple platform, seen in the pictures below. The last column style and most popular is the Corinthian. This column is mostly used by the Greeks and the Romans. The name comes from the ancient Greek city, Corinth. This style is shaped like an inverted bell with stalks that shape into smooth, decorative motifs. This style was mostly made out of marble as well. Now let's move on to another important element of Greek culture, the temples. The temples function as a primary shelter for the idols of deity, which was also meant to have a simplistic appearance. The inner portion was a simple rectangle shape which had no windows. There are 4 types: the antis, the double antis, the prostyle, and the amphiprostyle. Now let's take a look for the first design, the antis design. This was known as the simplest design out of all 4, where the side walls extended to the front columns on each side of the doorway, which formed to a small porticio. Let's travel to the second design, which was also known as the double antis. The side walls had extended to the front, and it was just like the antis but contained 2 porticios, one in the front and the back instead of 1. The columns were also a lot slimmer. The third design was the pro-style design. This design was where the columns were placed along the entire front of the cella, resulting in a longer porticio. The last and final design was the amphiprostyle. This had the same concept as the double antis design, which added another porticio to the back, but instead, the side walls were not extended, which resulted in 2 longer and more open porticios. We can see the Greek influence in almost any modern-day political architecture structures. Modern-day architecture like the White House, the Thomas Jefferson Memorial, and the Federal Hall all resemble that of Greek architecture. Looking at the pictures below, you can see the columns, the porticios, as well as the marble or limestone being used. In conclusion, the Greeks have made a huge impact on modern-day architecture and art. They have worked to make the most symmetrical, stable, and luxurious designs that will continue on forever. Just like the temple in America, certain memorials house some of the most notable American deities. The Greek architecture can be seen almost anywhere, and I believe it will continue on forever. Thank you.